Check out this U87 that I built.
You're listening to The Dangerous Mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. No excuses, no BS, no pants.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, and I had to change the camera angle in order to give you a better view of this DIY U87. Now let's just rip some copy through it first, and then we'll talk about it, all right? So, here we go. Hey Georgia, want to win big? You can play the Georgia Lottery online from anywhere in Georgia. There's over 60 fun games to choose from. Go to playdigi.com. That's PLAYDIGGI.com and play now. Okay. We can make your home or building more energy efficient. It saves you money and reduces your carbon emissions. Now that's good energy. Check out all the good energy rebates at goodenergy.ca. Car tag. Lease a new Civic Sport for just $329 a month. So the U87 sound is fully bulletproof when it comes to VO. It's really right there in the sweet spot of the sound, the sonics that you really want to achieve for a commercial or for a lot of different things. Character voices.
There's a certain thing that a U87 does. It kind of comes out at you, but it feels natural at the same time. It doesn't feel hyped. It doesn't feel overextended. It doesn't have a low bottom end that ruins everything.
It's the U87 is a beautiful thing. Now this is based on the U87 schematic from the Rev 21, the 21st revision of the original U87. And this circuit was designed by Dany Bouchard, who has been doing DIY circuit designs of iconic microphones for over 10 years. Lots of people have built Dany Bouchard mics, and they sound pretty darn good. So it is a direct circuit clone of a U87, and I populated it with premium parts, Cinematic Transformer, a really great custom capsule from 3U Audio designed by Guoxing Zhang. And what you get, the sum of the parts, really it hits the mark. Now, regardless of whether you think it sounds like a U87 or not, and to me, the argument is always like, well, does that sound like that mic, or does it really sound like that mic is supposed to sound? To me, the only question you ask is, does it sound good? How does it sound? That's the only answer you need to know. Now, as far as whether or not this is a true analog for a U87, I don't have a U87, an actual Neumann U87 in the booth. But I have this anecdotal evidence. So the only person I build microphones for is Blake Morgan out of New York City. And Blake took one of these. Now, around here we call this the secret weapon. So Blake took a secret weapon, a cardioid-only version of the secret weapon, and he took it down to Philadelphia, to Studio 4, and he shot it out with Phil Nicolo. All right, Grammy Award-winning engineer, producer, studio owner Phil Nicolo. And we shot it out against the Black Elvis, which is really one of the most famous microphones in rap and hip-hop. And this is the microphone that's on House of Pain, Jump Around. This is the microphone that's on The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. There have been a lot of hit records that have been recorded using the Black Elvis. And that's just what Phil calls it. And Phil, well, he has a lot of experience with that mic. And he thought that the secret weapon was pretty dang close. He basically said, just add a touch of 12K and you're there. And this is what Phil said. So, I'm pleased. I believe that I do not need to buy an 87 now that I built one. It took me 5 years to figure out how to do this. From scratch, from not knowing anything, not knowing how to solder or anything, not knowing how to read a schematic. It took me 5 years. and I'm pretty happy with the fruits of my labor. So what do you think? I want to know what your opinions are of the secret weapon. You know what to do. Leave a comment below, all right? Leave a comment. Say something. Ask me a question. I want to have a conversation, all right? Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.